Hey, what's up you guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today's video is going to be a book related video. So lately I feel like I've been in a book slump. Like I just haven't been picking up any books. I haven't been reading. I haven't been finishing any books. So today I'm going to take you guys along with me as we get out of a book slump. I'm super excited for you guys to watch the video and then also like go along with me as I read these books and give you guys the review. If you guys enjoy this video and you guys want to see more like it, let me know. Comment down below, subscribe, like, do all of that, and let me know what other book related videos you guys would want to see from me, because reading is definitely a big part of my life and I want to share that with you guys. So let me know what you guys would be interested in seeing when it comes to book related videos. But without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and get right into the video. Okay, so it is day one of trying to get out of our book slump, and I already have the first book that we're going to read. We're going to read Lord of the Flies by William Golding. So basically, why I chose this book, it seems like an interesting pick. I mean, I'm in a book slump. Why would I pick up Lord of the Flies? It doesn't really sound that intriguing, but here's the thing. Basically, my friend and her partner are also reading Lord of the Flies, so I thought it'd be fun and would be motivational for me to also read Lord of the Flies. That way we can talk about it, because I literally love talking about books to people who have read the books that I've read, if that makes sense. Plus it's kind of like, okay, well, I actually for sure have to read this book because they know I'm reading this book, and if they try and talk to me about the book, I can't be like, oh, I didn't read the book. Does that make sense? Am I being peer pressured into reading? Maybe, I don't know. But I also have a Friendsgiving with them on Monday, so I'm not sure how far into the books they are, but I want to make sure that I have it finished just in case they have it finished, so I can be prepared to discuss over turkey. Basically, I'm currently 2 chapters in, and that is 49 pages. The chapters are kind of long, which I'm not gonna lie, I low-key don't like. I like my chapters a little shorter, but it's okay. And the concept does sound like pretty intriguing. Basically, it's just a group of boys who like plane crashes into this island and there's no adults around, and so now they have to form like their own little society and elect like their leaders and like make their rules and like all of that kind of stuff. I'm very intrigued as to where this is gonna go. I read that it's supposed to be like a commentary on like society, I think, an allegory, a myth, a morality tale, parody, a political, whatever. Even a vision of the apocalypse. Okay, yeah, so I'm just very interested, and it's really not that long either. I think when I put it into Goodreads, I'm like 20-ish% already into it, and that's like 2 chapters, so I should be able to get this done, no problem. I'm gonna read a little bit more before I go into work today. The goal is to just read a tiny bit every day until I finish it. And I just described what reading is. Okay, I literally hate this angle so much, bro. I look so tired. Oh my god, don't look at me right now. Please watch this video for the next like couple of seconds, just like turned around. Anyways, I just finished chapter 4, so I'm like 82 pages into this book or whatever, and I'm gonna go ahead and take a break for tonight because, as you can tell, like I do not have any brain power left, and I feel like this is a book where like you actually have to like use your brain low-key. Like obviously like with thrillers and like other kind of books like that, like you don't really need your brain on, but I feel like for this one, like you actually need to be like ready to like read. I don't know, that doesn't make any sense, bro. So far it's pretty good, like I'm not gonna lie. It's giving like Hatchet vibes. I used to love reading the Hatchet when I was younger. Like I used to want to like get into an airplane and then also be stranded on an island and then also have to like build a shelter and like do my own little thing, you know what I mean? You know, like those videos. You know what it's giving? It's giving those videos that you watch on YouTube late at night of like people like building shelters and stuff. This book is like kind of itching that part of my brain, if that makes sense. But nothing like insanely crazy has happened yet though, like, but also I don't really know what I'm expecting from this book. But I also love the cover. I don't know, I'm just excited to finish reading it. 1, so I can talk about it, like I said, because I'm a yapper. But then 2, so I can be like, yeah guys, I've read Lord of the Flies willingly, and yes, it's on my bookshelf, so yeah, it's pretty cool. But yeah, I'm gonna try and finish it pretty soon though. Literally, what if I finish it tomorrow? Okay, hey guys, it is the next day. I am now more than halfway into this book, as you can see. I'm not gonna lie, I mean, it's definitely a book so far. Like, I don't want to say anything until after I finish it because I don't really know like how it's gonna end or where it's going or like what's gonna happen. Like, I don't know, it's definitely like intriguing because I want to know like if the boys will get rescued or like if what they're saying is like true or whatever. Like, I'm trying to explain this book without like spoiling it, but there's definitely some questions in this book that I want answered, so I can't wait to finish it so that I can hopefully get them answered. But it is like a little bit boring, I'm not gonna lie, unfortunately. And it's just a tad boring, but honestly, like, it's not too bad. I can get through it. Also, by the way, I got new glasses. This is the first pair. Hello, they're so cutesy. But I am gonna start getting ready for work. I don't know if I'm gonna read any more of it today, but I feel like I can definitely get this done by tomorrow. But it's just like a lot of descriptions and like just like a lot of words sometimes, and I'm just like, bro, like, good morning, y'all. Today is Sunday, and this morning I woke up and I finally finished Lord of the Flies. I have thoughts, I have opinions, and I don't know. I don't want to say anything right now because usually it'll take me like a couple of days to really just sit with the book before I can give like an accurate like rating of what I feel. After finishing the book though, what I feel, I really liked the ending. I thought like it was really I guess powerful in a way of how the book ended and just the emotions that you felt along with that. But I will say, like, I don't know, like there are just some parts where it was boring to me, honestly, like hashtag RIP. But that's just my personal opinion and my personal like view of the book. But right now, after finishing it, I think I give it like 2 stars. We will see if that changes by the end of the video because like I said, I need time to like sit with the book before I can like accurately rate it. But now we're gonna move on to our second book. This is my bookshelf of books that I have not read yet but I am meaning to read, so we have like a good amount of options, but I'll tell you guys the books that I'm kind of leaning towards right now. Okay, these are the books that I'm leaning towards. So first things first, we have Truly Devious, which I believe is a duology or like a series or something like that, and it's about like riddles and murder. Then we have The Counselors, which I feel like this book would be like such an easy and faster read because it's literally like it's giving teeny summer core. And then we have, this is called I'm Thinking of Ending Things, which my friend really liked, like the series or like the movie or whatever. She said it was really good, plus it's a really short book, so I feel like I could get through this really fast. And then last but not least, we have The Nightingale by Kristen Hanna, which is a thicker book. Like it would definitely be a commitment, but I've heard such great things about this book, and like the premise literally, like, I would love to read this book. But I think the one that we're gonna read, I feel like after The Lord of the Flies I kind of need one that's a little bit easier to read and a little bit fun, you know, not something that's so heavy. We're gonna go with I'm Thinking of Ending Things just because it is such a short book and I honestly love like finishing books, and I feel like I could finish this one really really fast, plus like the premise like sounds really interesting to me, so we're gonna go ahead and start this one today. Also, that cover is so cool, like hello. Plus it has like a Netflix movie or a series, I think, so after I watch it, like plus it has a Netflix movie or a series, so that'll be like my incentive to finish it, because then after I finish the book I have a movie to watch, you know what I mean? We're thinking smarter, not harder here. That'll help me get out my book slump because it's gonna motivate me. That's what I'm thinking. Just one singular page in. I've only read the first page and I already know that I'm gonna love this book and it's gonna be amazing. This makes me want to annotate the book because like I literally can't wait. I'm getting my highlighters, I'm getting my little sticky tabs, like I'm gonna annotate this book and I know I'm just gonna love it, and I literally cannot wait to read this book now. Like I think I'm cured, book slump cured, because that first page really just reeled me in for real. So today I went to Target and they're having a buy 2 get 1 free deal on their books, so I picked up 3 books and I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys in this video because literally buying new books motivates me and helps me do get out of a book slump. So I'm gonna show you guys the books that I got. I got a book from every single genre, so I think like it's a good array depending on like how I feel or whatever. So first things first, we got Archer's Voice. I've heard so many good things about this book. So basically what I've gathered from the premise is that there's this guy named Archer who doesn't talk, and then our main character is the only one who kind of communicates with him. So I thought this would be a very interesting concept, so I went ahead and I picked this one up, and this is I think like a romance book. It does say a love story, so I'm assuming it's romance. And then for thriller, I got The Only One Left by Riley Sager. I literally love Riley Sager's books so much. I think that they're such a good author and all of that, so I got this one, and this premise as well seems really, really interesting, and I love thrillers. Thrillers are literally what got me into reading, so I know that I'm going to enjoy this one whenever I get around to it. And then I got a fantasy book. I'm really trying to get into fantasy. I don't read a lot of fantasy, but I did read Divine Rivals and then Ruthless Vows. And guys, that series was so good. I loved it so much. It's getting me into fantasy. So I picked up Powerless by Lauren Roberts because this book is literally so popular. If you guys know, you know. I think it's like trilogy or duology or whatever. And I am literally so excited to read this, and the cover is beautiful. I can't wait to have it on my bookshelf. So I got these 3 books today, and I thought I would show you guys because I feel like for me personally, buying books also helps me to get out of a book slump, but obviously buying books is expensive. So like if I'm in a position to buy books, I love going to the library and getting new books as well. What's up, you guys? Happy Thanksgiving. Yesterday I finally finished I'm Thinking of Ending Things. This book is literally quite insane. I'll put a picture here that my friend took of me when I finished the book. The ending, the plot twist, like it actually, like I had to take a minute to just think about the book, and then I had to search up like ending explained and like read a bunch of just like people analyzing the book and like what the ending meant and all of that. Like this book was honestly so good, and I'm definitely going to reread it now that I have the context that I have, and I feel like that'll be fun to just go back and see all the clues left along the way. Like I'm honestly, this was just insane, and I'm so excited to watch the film as well. I'll probably watch it tonight once I get back from Thanksgiving dinner, but like this book was just top tier, so good. And honestly, I think I'm gonna go ahead and give it a 4 out of 5. I know I just kind of ranted about how amazing it is, but there were parts in the book that kind of just like weren't really doing it for me. But I think 4 out of 5 really suits this book well, and I think everyone should read this book. Like I'm not even gonna lie, it's a short book, but honestly it really definitely packs a punch, and like I'm telling you guys, that plot twist at the end was insane. So for our next book, since I'm here at my parents' house, me and my mom went to the library yesterday. I don't really go to the library in my hometown just because I don't really have a library card and I've never really been there before. So I decided to pick up some library books because like I showed you guys the haul where I bought books to motivate me to read. I also like to go to the library to motivate me to read so I can get some new books and just browse like all of the genres. So I'm going to go ahead and give you guys a mini book haul. So we got 2 thrillers because I'm literally obsessed with thrillers. First we have The Midnight Feast by Lucy Foley. I've been wanting to read this one for a while now, so I went ahead and picked this one up because it's like I've been wanting to read it for a while, but also have I been wanting to buy it? Not really. And then I also got The Boyfriend by Freedom McFadden, which is also an audiobook on Spotify, so I might try reading an audiobook because I've never done it that way. But I've heard a lot about Freedom McFadden. Like a lot of her books have popped up on like my timeline recently, so I've just been really curious about her as an author, so I went ahead and picked this up because like if her books are good, then like she has a ton of books with like pretty interesting premises. So like if this one's good, then I'm gonna have like a whole plethora of books unlocked for me to read. And then I'm also trying to get into fantasy. I've read a couple of fantasy books, but nothing crazy. And Court of Thorny Roses is a really popular fantasy series. So I decided to check out the first book because obviously if I bought the first book, I would have to buy the rest. But what if I buy them all and they're not like in the series? So I checked out the first book in the series so I can attempt it and see if I like fantasy or not, and if I want to really delve into fantasy, because I haven't really gone like into a huge series like that yet. Like I've only done like cute little duologies, so we'll see how this one works out. And then I got a romance book, Red, White, and Royal Blue. I've honestly heard a lot about this book. It was really popular, and then my friend also watched the movie and she highly recommended it to me, but I never bought the book. So then when I saw it at the library, I was like, you know what, let me check it out. And actually I started reading it last night, and we are 310 pages into the book. I honestly love this book so much, bro. Like literally like the tension and just the dialogue and the characters and like everything just interests me so much, and it's honestly, I can't put it down. Like TikTok and like all that, it's not doing it for me like the way this book does it, and I haven't really felt that way about a book in a really long time. So I've been reading this one. So I'm gonna continue to read this one because I have less than like not less. I have like 100 pages left of this book, and I want to try and finish it honestly by tomorrow, hopefully. That way too, I can talk about it with my friend when I see her tomorrow. But literally, this book is so interesting. If you haven't heard about it, basically it's about the first son of the president and then the prince of England. They kind of have like this forbidden like frenemy like little thingy going on. I don't know. It's real cute. It's real cute and it's funny. And honestly, this one also has a film that I want to watch. So it's like I love reading books that have a movie adaptation because it just motivates me to want to finish them so I can watch the movie. So I have 2 movies that I can watch after reading these 2 books. Hey, what's up, you guys? I just finished reading Red, White, and Royal Blue. Well, technically, I finished it last night. This book was literally so addicting. I finished it really fast. Like, dare I say I'm out of my book slump because that is the fastest I've ever read a book. And it was so addicting. I'm not gonna lie, 400 pages for a romance book is a little bit excessive because, like, how much is there to really say? But, like, all the other plots are, like, definitely interesting. And I did watch the movie, and the movie was pretty good, but I feel like it definitely took away some of the interesting plots. Like, the whole, like, well, I don't want to spoil anything, but, like, some plots were taken out of the movie that I feel like when they were in the book were really enjoyable. But I think I give this book, like 3.9 out of 5 stars. Like, it was good, but also like it was definitely cheesy and very predictable, but it was a really cute book. I'm gonna go ahead and end the video here because I think we pretty successfully got out of my book slump. I have a bookshelf full of books now that I'm super excited to start reading, and honestly I can't wait to get back into it and start finishing books again and reviewing them and just doing all this kind of stuff. So if you guys want to see more about my reading journey, I guess, and the books that I'm reading, let me know down below. And then also I have a couple more book video ideas, so subscribe, that way you guys can see those in the future. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see y'all next week.